Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we'll quickly go ahead and see the concept of collaboration in Microsoft Word and the entire Office suite. Basically, how we can share a document with other people so that multiple people can work collaboratively on a single document. In order to understand this, firstly, you can go ahead and watch the video on the difference between save and save as and how to save your document. And you can find a link to that video in the description box below. And once you're done with that, you can go ahead and watch this one as well. If you already know the difference between save and save as and how to save your document, then you would already know that whenever we save our document on any local location within our own desktop, which could be the C drive or D drive or your desktop or documents or any other location on your local desktop, then what would happen is if I at all I want to share the document that has been saved with another person, then I can only share a copy of the document that I have made with another person, be it over email or over Teams, etc. And whenever they view the document and I share a copy of it to a specific person, then what happens is that they will only be able to view a copy of the document that I have created. And if at all they want to make any changes on that document that I have shared with them, they will be able to make changes on the version or the copy of the document that I have shared with them. But those changes will not reflect in the original document. What I mean to say by this is, let's just say that this specific document that we're saving over here, if we have saved this on a local desktop location like the C drive, D drive, or maybe on my desktop location itself, and if I want to share this with another person for them to be able to review it and make any changes on this document, then what will happen is when I share a copy of that document that I have saved on my local desktop location, the person will be able to open that document and also, of course, make changes to it and edit it, etc. But they're only able to make changes to a copy of this document and not the original document itself, because the original document is saved on my desktop location or any other local drive within my desktop. So they will not be able to collaboratively work with me. So that's where we make use of the option of collaborating and sharing our document with multiple people so that more than one person can work on a document and simultaneously everyone can work on it together, even though you are the owner of the document or the person who created the document. So we're going to go ahead and see how we can use the collaborate option and collaboratively work with people simultaneously on a single document within Microsoft Word. Usually, if you're working within a corporate setup, then there is one of 2 to 3 ways that you can do this. And one of the ways is to save it to your OneDrive location. The second method would be to save it to a Teams channel, and the third method would be to save it to a SharePoint location. Firstly, we'll go ahead and see the option of saving it to your OneDrive location. The OneDrive location is basically a Microsoft Cloud storage location that is available to anybody who has a Microsoft account. So if you're able to access Microsoft Word and any of the tools within the Microsoft Office suite, then it means that you will also have access to the Microsoft OneDrive cloud storage location as well, and you'll just have to log into it. And once you've logged into it, it's going to reflect everywhere within all your Office tools. And the Microsoft OneDrive location, in short, can be viewed as a personal cloud storage location that is available to you, to anybody who has a Microsoft account. So it's basically like a personal cloud storage location where you can save documents to the cloud, but only you can view them unless you explicitly give permissions to other people to view your documents that you have stored within your personal cloud storage location. And now, in order to save it to the OneDrive location and collaborate, you will firstly need to enter into the File tab of Microsoft Word. And once you get into the File tab, you will need to go ahead and click on Save As, because we need to save this document for the first time in a new location, which is the OneDrive location. Once you click Save As, you can go into your OneDrive location, which will be available to you over here, which says Personal. And once you click on the OneDrive location, you can again click on OneDrive over here, and it's going to open up a dialog box where you can just give a name to this file, and it opens up the folder, your OneDrive folder. And over here you can give a name to it, and you can just you want to save it as a Word document. If you don't want to save it as a Word document and you want to maybe save it as a PDF or something else, you can choose that. But for now, we're just going to click on Word document and click on Save. Now, once you've clicked on Save, this specific document has now been uploaded or saved to the OneDrive location. The way to verify it is you get a drop down over here. You can click on this, and over here you can view the location where it has been saved. It has been saved to the OneDrive location. Now, you will find something called as a Share tab over here. Now, what has happened is this specific document that you have, it has been taken and stored in the cloud location, which is your personal cloud storage location. But since it's your personal cloud storage location, for you to be able to collaborate with other people on this specific document, you will still need to go ahead and share it with other people. Because if you have saved this on anywhere locally on your desktop, like in your D drive, C drive, or desktop folders, then you will not even be able to share it, because that is explicitly a storage location that has been designed for your specific laptop or desktop, and only through that one system will you be able to access those specific storage locations. But since this is a cloud storage location, it can be accessed by anybody who has access to that specific cloud location, or by anybody to whom you share a link of this document. So in order to share this link, you will need to come into the share option over here, and once you click on the drop down, you'll see the share option. You can either click on copy link, and you can share this link with specific people over chat. It could be over WhatsApp or Teams or anywhere, but the better way to do it would be to enter into the share option. And once you get into the share option, you'll see a couple of options over here, and what you'll firstly need to understand over here is you will be able to type anybody's email address over here, and whoever are the people that you're sharing with, then you can also go ahead and select whether they're going to have permissions to edit this document or view this document, or what other permissions. These are certain additional settings that you can share with them. So firstly, before doing this, like I said, you can either do the copy link option where you click on copy, and once you click on copy, you have access to a link, and you can share this link explicitly over chats, or you can again send it over email, etc. One of the ways of doing it is this, but if you don't want to copy the link and share it like that, you can also do it in a more convenient way, wherein you just type people's email addresses over here, and once you type someone's email address and click on send, it automatically sends this document over email to those specific email IDs that you have mentioned over here. For example, I'm just going ahead and typing this email ID, and I have selected this, and once you get the email ID in the drop down, you just select it, and you will be able to view the email ID in this manner over here. And maybe there is one person, or maybe there is more than one people. Right now I'm only sharing it with one email ID, but there may be times where you want to share it with more than one person. At that point, you can go ahead and type in all the email IDs of the people that you want to share it with. Once you've typed in the email IDs, you can also go into these additional settings, because if you click on this option over here, you can see that it says can edit. So this basically means that all of these people that you have shared it, when they get the email and they open this document via their email, they will be able to edit this document. However, there may be times where you just want the people that you're sharing it with to have only view access, and you don't want them to make any changes. At that point, you can also get into this option over here and also change it to can view. So this means that all of the email IDs that you shared it with, they will only be able to view your document, and they'll not be able to make any changes to it. However, if you want them to edit, you can again go back to edit. Apart from this, you can also modify certain other settings over here, and by going into the sharing settings. And when you enter into these additional settings, the first thing that you have to note is there are two options over here, one which says anyone and specific people. So what this does is, if the anyone option is turned on, what's now going to happen is, maybe you have shared this document actively only with 3 people within your organization, and by entering their email IDs over here. But now that you have turned on the option of anyone, what's going to happen is, if any one of these 3 people decide to share a link to this document that they have with them with another person, then anybody who receives the link will be able to open the document and edit the document. Even though you have shared it only with 3 people, that's what anyone does. But if at all you don't want that to happen, and you want it to be limited to only the people that you're sharing it with, then what you can do is you can go ahead and select specific people. So automatically what this does is, only the specific email IDs that you have mentioned, it is going to get shared only with those people. And if those people even share this link to any other people, they will still not be able to view it, because you have only selected the specific people option over here. So that's how you limit the document from being shared by people that you have shared the document to, and that adds another additional layer of safety. And over here you can notice that there are some additional settings that you can change over here, one of them being whether they can edit or whether they can view. If you want them to edit, you can keep it as edit, and if at all you are looking to set any expiration date to how long they have access to this document. For example, let's say you're just sharing a document and you want all the changes to be made within the next 2 days, and you don't want any further changes to be made after 2 days, and you want to freeze the document, then you can go ahead and set an expiration date, which means that once the expiration date has been reached, anybody who still has the link to this specific document, they will not be allowed to make any further changes to it, or they'll not be able to view it, because you have set an expiration date of how long they can view the document. And sometimes you might also want to set a password to this if it's more of a confidential kind of document and you want to ensure an additional layer of safety, then you can also set a password to your document, and you can go ahead and apply those changes over here. That's not something that you're looking for. You can anyway go back, and once you've typed the email IDs of the people that you're looking to share this document with, all you have to do is click on send. So once you click on send, what is going to happen is that I've right now logged into my Outlook account, which is basically my Microsoft account. So what it does is that it sends an email from my Microsoft Outlook account to all the email IDs that have been mentioned over here. So once I click on send, what's going to happen is that all these email IDs that have been mentioned over here will get a copy of this document in their email, and via the email they can just click on open the document. And since I have given them edit permissions in this case, they can go ahead and open the document and edit the document. And in this manner, we will be able to collaboratively work on it. Once I click on send, a link to this document has been sent to so and so person, and that person can now open the document from the email and they can work collaboratively on this. And once they log into this document, you can see a small icon that pops up over here. If there is anybody else that is working on this document parallelly with you will notice a small icon that shows their name, like the S that you're seeing over here. You can see that same thing over here, which implies that they have also opened the document and they're also working on it parallelly with you. So this is the first way to share your document and work collaboratively with people. And the reason you're doing this is because you have saved this document to your personal cloud storage location, which is your OneDrive location. Now, if you're doing this within a corporate setup, then in all likelihood, you have already logged into your Microsoft Teams account. Maybe you have a SharePoint account for your specific project or for your specific company. So if you have access to these SharePoint locations or teams, then the other convenient ways of collaboratively working on a document would be to take this document and directly upload it to those Teams specific channel. Like within Microsoft Teams, you would have been added to specific Teams channels, and what you can do is you'll just need to enter into that Teams channel and you will find an upload file option. You can save this specific file to any local desktop location, and then you can enter your Teams channel and click on the upload file option, and you can select this specific file that has been saved on your local location and upload that specific file onto the Teams channel. And once it's uploaded to the Teams channel, anybody who has access to the Teams channel will automatically be able to view that file that you have loaded. Everyone can collaboratively work on the document that has been uploaded to that Teams channel. And the other way to do it is also a SharePoint location. A SharePoint location is very similar to a OneDrive location, but the only difference being that OneDrive location is your personal cloud storage location, whereas a SharePoint location is generally a organization's cloud storage location where multiple people own it, and it's not just your private location where you can upload your documents and share it with other people. It's basically a common organizational cloud storage location. So in that case, what happens is you can also enter into the SharePoint location that you have access to and click on upload file, and you can upload this specific file that has been saved on your locally on your desktop onto that SharePoint location. And once you have uploaded it to your SharePoint location, you do not need to share the file anymore with anyone, because anybody who has been added to that SharePoint location will automatically be able to access any file that has been uploaded to that SharePoint location. So they will automatically be able to enter into this document if you have uploaded this document on the SharePoint location, and automatically be able to make changes on it. So the first way to do it would be either to upload it to your personal OneDrive location if it's like a small project that you're working on, or if it's some document that you're privately working on, you can store it to your OneDrive location and then share it with people by using this option by entering their email IDs and giving them edit permissions, and you can collaboratively work on them. Or the other best practice to do inside of corporates, if multiple people are anyway working on it, is to upload your Word document or any other Microsoft Office document either onto the Teams channel that you've been added to or to the SharePoint location that you have been added to. And once you've uploaded these documents over there, you do not even need to go ahead and share it with anybody in all likelihood. But many a times inside corporate setups, you will notice that you have uploaded a Word document to a SharePoint location, but people within that SharePoint location are trying to open it, but they're still not able to access it, and it shows a request access kind of error that pops up. In those cases, what you'll need to do is go ahead and share it from here once again by typing out the people's email IDs respectively, because maybe it's possible that within that specific SharePoint location, view or edit access has only been given to a set of managers, due to which other people are unable to open your document and edit it. At that point, again, you can go ahead and share it from here after uploading it to the SharePoint folder. And that's how you can collaborate with other people. And as I've mentioned, once people start opening your document, once you've shared it, you'll notice a small icon of all the people that have logged onto your document, and that is the indicator of the fact that those are the people that have that specific document open on their end as well, and they're also parallelly working on it. In this manner, you can split your work between people, and different people can take up different parts of the document and start working on it, and all of your changes will be saved to the same single document. So yeah, this is how you use the collaborate option inside of Microsoft Word or inside of any of the Microsoft Office tools. So yeah, I hope this video was useful, And if any of you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comment section and I'll definitely try and help you out. Until then, thank you so much for watching everyone. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.